Seafood for lunch, anybody? Hey, Chef Andres at home. Today, an iconic Baja ingredient, chocolate clams. Or como le decimos aquí, almejas chocolatas. Look at these fire red little clams here. About to get in here. Oh, I'm so happy I was able to get some of this today. Of course, you can get them in the shell or clean like this, which is the best for the ceviche that we're going to be preparing, where I'm going to marry Mexican flavors with some Asian flair to it. Stay tuned and watch this one. You will not want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Before we start preparing our ceviche, let me tell you about chocolate clams. These clams are native to the Baja water. They are named chocolate clams because their shell, it's a dark chocolate tint color. They're a wonderful choice to prepare raw like we are going to do, or also to throw them right on the fire on the shell. A little bit of garlic butter or some cheese, bacon. You can make some clams casino with them. They're super tender and delicious. So if you happen to come to Baja, please don't forget trying this, guys. You will not regret it. So without further ado, let's get cooking. While these clams are already clean, there is still a little work to do. We need to remove the remaining digestive tract, so we don't need any sand. I'm not sure if you ever had that happen to you, but it's not really appetizing. Cleaning chocolate clams is very similar to cleaning sea clams. I'm getting flashbacks from having to clean hundreds of those for service. This guy's giving me a bit of a hard time, but I got it done. Look at that little nugget. Those are super tasty. This fiery red coral has an intense ocean flavor, but be assured it's mouth-watering good. After the clams are cleaned, one trick that I use to improve the mouthfeel and consistency of the clams for making ceviche is pre-salting them. What this method does is wonderful. It pulls moisture out of the clams, so it makes them firmer and, yes, firmer but not chewier, which is great. Nobody likes that clams that just feel like a bubble gum. Here I have some local sea salt that we're going to sprinkle over the clams. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. It's just like if you were seasoning them to eat them. After salting them, we're going to refrigerate them for about 20 to 25 minutes to let this salt do its job. And while those clams are waiting in the cooler, doing their thing, we're going to start making our ceviche dressing. I'm basing this ceviche dressing today in this powerhouse of a dipping sauce hailing from Vietnam. The name of the preparation is nuoc cham. Probably some of my Vietnamese friends are going like, oh, you man, just absolutely butchered that. And they're probably right. While traditionally this is served as a dipping sauce for rice noodle dishes and crispy spring rolls, I think it's much more versatile than that. I've been using it as a dressing for salads and all kinds of different stuff. And for ceviche, it goes beautiful. The ingredients are fish sauce, lime juice, water, sugar, garlic, and chilies. What I just mentioned are the most traditional ingredients to make this preparation. However, since we're in Baja, we're going to add a few other things to make it our own. And I just want to share it because I think you're going to love it. 3 different dry chilies. We have morita chilies, which are nice and smoky. I have chile de árbol, which you're definitely going to have to be careful because this can kick it up like 12 notches in no time. Also, I have some ancho chili, which is just sweet and adds a beautiful flavor. Ginger, cilantro, and jalapeno to make a very untraditional nuoc cham, but it's going to be fantastic with those clams. And now, an important tip from yours truly, Chef Andres. Pay attention. Limes. Yes, they go through a ripening process like every fruit. For ceviche specifically, we're going to want to find limes that are very green. Once they're a little yellow, they become sweeter and lose acidity. For ceviches, we want as much acidity as possible. Another tip is using this guy to squeeze the juice out of the limes. However, bear in mind the following. Once you press the limes with this contraption right here, the lime squeezer, you're also going to release the oils off the skin. Sometimes the oils tend to be a bit bitter, which is going to end up in your preparation. So if you want to avoid this, you'll want to squeeze these limes with your hands. I know it's not fun if you have to do a lot of them, but it does make a huge difference in flavor. Alrighty, let's get this nuoc cham going. Alright, lime juice. I made the simple syrup, very light simple syrup, to avoid having to put sugar and water separately here and then the sugar not dissolving properly. The main idea with the lime and the simple syrup is creating a mixture that is very acidic with a tiny bit of sweetness. We'll add our fish sauce, which it will serve as the salting agent. This is powerful stuff, so definitely want to be careful. Bit of a try. A bit more of the fish sauce. It needs a little bit of saltiness. There you go. A bit of lime zest. Time for the chilies. Nice mix of all of them. I want this to be spicy. You can kick it up as many notches as you like. You can put a ton of that arbol chili. I want it to be spicy, but you know, I also want to be able to eat it. Let's give it a quick try and see how it came out. Oh yeah. Truly, you're gonna be blown away by how this tastes. It's a good idea to refrigerate it for an hour if you have time, so all the flavors come together. So clams are ready out of the cooler, and we're going to slice some of this beautiful piece of clam right here, so they're a bit easier to eat. Nice slice, and we're going to lay it all around on the plate, nice and flat, so they can marinate on that nuoc cham. Some of these little callitos, how they call them here, right down the center. These are sweet like candy. So excited about this. Can't wait to try this chocolate clams. First order of business is going to be adding the nuoc cham right on top of the clams. Ooh. It smells amazing. Good amount. I won't be shy with this guy. Put a bunch of it. I love adding some extra crunchiness to this. I have some bell peppers. This is some green bell peppers. Yeah, red bell peppers. Beautiful. Look at that. Some green onions, very fine. Celery adds extra crunchiness and freshness to this clam dish. Orange segments, but few. Why not some of that orange juice in there too? A few red onion slivers. As far as clam goes, if you don't have chocolate clams available in your area, you can use little necks, middle neck clams. It will be just fine. I have these wonderful English peas. These are organic from a local farm. Ooh, we're gonna add a few of these guys. You got a wonderful crunchiness to it as well. And I love green peas. My favorite ingredients of all time, extra virgin olive oil. float over the nuoc cham with extra salt, season the veggies. And there you have it. It's chocolate clams, Baja iconic ingredient. Let's quickly review what we use for making this dish. We have garlic, ginger, jalapenos, cilantro, lime juice, fish sauce, and that light syrup, along with the chilies, ancho, morita, and chile de árbol. Lastly, some lime zest to finish that nuoc cham. For topping up the clams, we have onion segments, green peas, red and green bell peppers, some green onions, celery, julienne red onions, and the star of the show. So ready to try these chocolate clams. Tostadas, the perfect accompaniment for your ceviche. Wow, crunchy. Dig into it. Mmm. 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 So good. Mmm. The dressing goes wonderfully with it. This is the perfect light lunch or afternoon snack or pre-dinner appetizer. It's so refreshing. The garlic, the ginger, all the lime juice, slightly sweet and salty. It doesn't get any better than that. You, yes, you should definitely make